What's going on, shoe fanatics? Welcome back to the channel. I'm excited to have you guys here. Now, before I get into it, I've heard several complaints about my microphone. So I'm doing the research. I'm trying to find a better mic. If you guys have problems with my mic or hearing me, the audio is distorted, let me know down in the comments below. Still doing the research. I'm going to give you guys better audio or better quality content. Taking a look at the box, we have your standard Air Jordan 1 box, white and orange. So it's not quite standard, but the makeup, the swoosh, and the logo, all that stuff is your standard Air Jordan basic box. Size tag reads Jordan Airship PESP, white, team orange, and white. Pop in the top, we have the instruction manual, the Airship instruction manual. Again, I'm all about presentation. I like little bonuses. I like little goodies. This one does it for me. The Airship PE from Nike. Opening up, it gives you a little bit of the backstory, tells you about the shoe itself, the Airship PE. Also tells you about the tech specs all up in there. What's going on in insole, the heel, radial traction pad, all that good stuff. Some more blurbs about comfort and durability of the leather and the actual cushioning. So maybe sometime in the future, I'll do a TikTok, a reel on Instagram, a YouTube short or something, displaying what's inside this actual instruction manual, because not everybody's going to be able to get this shoe, and I'll explain more a little bit later on. So just like always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm beyond pleased to present to you the Air Jordan, the Nike, the Airship Team Orange. So first and foremost, here is the shoe. This is the Airship. This is not a Jordan 1. So I'm going to pull out a Jordan 1 just for reference. And maybe you will, maybe you won't see some similarities and some differences between these two particular shoes. So what you have here is a full grain white leather upper. Again, that entire leather upper is the entire upper of the shoe with this team orange swoosh, team orange collar, and team orange outsole. Now that outsole I think is the same as a Jordan 1. Yeah, it looks pretty similar to me, same as a Jordan 1. So most notably, the differences are these stabilizer straps, which they are included on the Air Jordan 1 obviously, but in this particular case they are actually detached, which I'm actually finding out right now. They are detached from the shoe. That is for variable foot sizes to make the shoe a little bit more comfortable or to increase performance. But as you can see, there is some additional stitching on the front stabilizer straps, as well as down here at the base of the tongue, there is more stitching that is not on the standard Air Jordan 1. As well as to my naked eye, the front toe cap looks to be a little bit smaller. It looks a little bit shrunken in from your standard Air Jordan 1 toe cap. And again, the swoosh on this one is much larger than the standard Air Jordan 1. Another difference, the collar on this particular shoe, typically on the Air Jordan 1, wraps all the way around to the front two laces. Where on the Airship, it looks like it stops just short of the laces, and the upper adjustable lacing system comes all the way to the top. So again, make note, the collar stops here and the lacing comes up on the standard Airship. On the back, you have that Nike Air branding, okay? Typically on the Jordan 1, there is no Nike Air branding on the back, but here it is present on the Nike Airship. There is an air unit encapsulated in the polyurethane midsole, and that polyurethane midsole looks to be actually a little bit thinner than your standard Air Jordan 1 too, just in case you guys were curious about that. Also different on this particular release, on the Air Jordan 1, we often describe the heel colorway as something different than the rest of the shoe. There's no heel, stitching on this one. It's just one upper segregated by the swoosh. And on the rear, there is a leather panel separating the lateral and medial sides. The tongue itself is your standard nylon tongue, and it does have a Nike Air in white and team orange on the patch. So before I forget and neglect to mention, underneath the front stabilizer strap, there is an elastic band, to help with flexibility and movement while wearing the shoe. I think that's pretty cool and something that's not present on the Air Jordan 1 of today. Now on the interior, Nike is touting this as abrasion resistant liner. And it's a standard, I guess, mesh or whatever material lining this is in that team orange. As you can see on the interior, it does still have the sizing, which was, I think, a throwback to the old days when they put the sizing on the interior of the shoe. And again, hopefully the camera will pick this up. You have a white insole with the Team Orange Jumpman logo on the inside. A white cotton lace comes standard with the shoe, as well as a Team Orange colored lace to complement it very well. Now, I'm not sure if this shoe got slowed up by manufacturing or shipping processes, but I'm very surprised to see a plastic lace bag on this shoe. One of two reasons is because, as I showed you in my other videos, Nike has gone to a Move to Zero initiative, started putting their laces inside of lace boxes, or they just wanted to have this shoe be a throwback nod to the original. They put it in the plastic for nostalgia's sake. I would also recommend you guys go true to size on this particular shoe. I'm not sure if it's because of the stubby nose here, but I am down a half a size in this particular shoe. Normally I can fit a 10.5 Jordan 1 just fine, but again, stubby nature of this particular toe box, maybe stick true to size, if not go up a half a size only. Just a little pro tip. So now that is probably all there is for the shoe itself. Now, this shoe is a little bit different as far as its history and actually how it came to be today. The fun fact about this shoe is that this shoe, well, not this particular color, but this silhouette, this model, was actually the banned shoe. This was a shoe that was banned from the NBA when MJ was wearing it back in 1984, I believe. Now, again, not this colorway, but the shoe that he had on, I believe, was that black and red pair that was not adhering to the NBA's guidelines about team colors and continuity at that time. Now, because of timing and the way Nike marketing want to go ahead and ratchet up and ramp up the production and marketing of the Air Jordan 1, they went ahead and transferred that banned issue, that big fire, you know, that hot pot of controversy. They want to take that and put it onto the Air Jordan 1 since they were going to go ahead and market it to the youth and to the people. And so now that's how that shoe got the notoriety of becoming the banned one, or the black and red band. But in actuality, it was the Airship that was banned. Now, this is one of those shoes that wasn't necessarily hidden from sight, just wasn't given a lot of praise and thought until the 2020 New Beginnings pack reared its head. And I'm gonna go ahead and post a picture of that Airship New Beginnings pack. And that was really the first time in a recent memory where the Airship got popular again. It became a really sought after shoe. And there were some folks who just wanted the Airship to just come out by itself. Now, flash forward, we're starting to get these releases come out every so often. So again, the Airship pack came out with the New Beginnings. So just here recently, we got a release from one of my favorite boutiques, A Ma Maniére, with a Game Royal version of this that was limited to 2,300 pairs in total. And that shoe costs, you know, a decent amount on the aftermarket. I'm not quite sure what it costs right now, but you can see what scarcity and collaboration and fear of missing out does to the price of a shoe. And all the difference between that shoe and this particular one, obviously, is the Game Royal color and, of course, A Ma Maniére written on the tongue. So while that shoe was limited in quantity to only 2,300 pairs, while not quite as limited, I don't expect this shoe will get into the high 10,000s, maybe 20,000s. I don't think it's going to exceed 5 figures, to say the least, about the amount of pairs released to this. That being said, this shoe is limited to only 2 places releasing as of this recording, which is October 7th. So the other place is way off in Europe, a boutique called Bottega Backdoor, and they have a couple of pairs that's, you know, releasing kind of just now. I guess they're out now in that region. And the other place, speaking of Backdoor, I'm just kidding, just playing, just jokes. That's right. The only place that I can think of as of this recording, October 7th, 2022, is the infamous Trophy Room. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where I got my pair. Now, the reason why I said old me would not have gotten this shoe is because old me was lazy. Old me put in very little footwork. Old me would not have driven 30 minutes downtown to go see if this shoe was actually there. Now, I do follow the Trophy Room on Instagram, and you guys should too. And they posted this shoe was in store only. So if F around and find out was a person, it's me. I'm F around and find out. I went down there, walked right in, asked for my size, and here it goes. Now, I can't be sure how many pairs they have, how many pairs there are in total. They are limited, and this is the only place I can think of in the United States, again, at this time, to be able to get this shoe. That being said, shout out to Juan Wilson too for the shirt. If you know, you know. But now I'm gonna go ahead and go outside and do my favorite thing, which is destroy resale value. Put these guys on feet, give you a lace swap or 2 option. I'm not quite sure what to do with these as of yet, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for joining me for this review. I'm sure I'll lift some stuff out. This is a completely new silhouette to me. I mean, obviously I've seen it before, but I've never done a review on one. So hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you guys are gonna be able to get your hands on them. Again, right now, as far as I know, you can either come down to the Trophy Room, you can go to Europe to Bottega Backdoor, or you can go on StockX and go and the like. But this is where we're at right now with this particular shoe, the Team Orange colorway. Again, Team Orange, I believe Nike had a bunch of collegiate colorways or pro colorways that had this orange just to, you know, make their whole lineup look nice for the Airship. So there's that. In addition to that, before I forget, there should be some more colors releasing. Okay, there should be a yellow and there should be a green coming out either at the end of this year or maybe next year. There's all over the blogs, rumors are circulating about it. So hopefully there's a lot more quantity and a lot easier accessibility to be able to get those shoes than there are for this one and the Game Royal A Ma Maniére. I'm gonna go outside and put these guys on feet, give you a couple of lace swap options. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet besides the Team Orange, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe. I appreciate you guys for sticking in there with me. Always more shoes coming, always more content. Thank you guys. Until the next one, I'm out of here. Got to smell it. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. Those ones like it. And I had to have it.